Stampers, Rose Coleman back with another video. Today I'd like to feature a punch art video. So this is my Happy St. Patrick's Day card, and I'm going to show you how I made this little leprechaun using a variety of punches, Stampin' Up! Punches. First thing I needed to do was to gather up some scrap cardstock. So I have Blushing Bride, Old Olive, Garden Green, Cajun Craze, and Basic Black. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in the balloon bouquet punch first, and I'm gonna just come in from behind here, and I'm gonna line up the bottom of the larger balloon with the bottom so that I don't need the little tip of the balloon. So I'm just putting that straight edge there just to get that shape for his face. The next punch I'm gonna bring in is the 1 1/8 inch scallop punch. Now this is one of the new punches in the Occasions catalog. I like that it has that little scallop on it. Makes it look a little bit like curly hair. I need 2 of those. Next, I want to grab my Garden Green cardstock, and I'm going to use the Pretty Label punch. The Pretty Label punch, I just need about half of it, not even quite half, just below that second bump. I'm just going to line up the straight edge of my cardstock there and punch that out. That's going to be his hat. The next thing I need is also with the Pretty Label punch, about the same size. I want to cut the same shape because I'm going to get that little black strip on his hat. Okay, so I'm done with, I'll still need the black. Okay, what else do I need? Let's see if we can put this together a little bit together. I'm just going to cut off that strip because that's all we need from that piece for his hat. So let's just line everything up here. So I've got the hat pieces, the hair, the face. The ears are using the what is this one called? Cookie Cutter Builder Punch. I'm going to use the bow, okay, with the Blushing Bride. Pick up some more Blushing Bride cardstock here. And so I need 2 of those. 1 and 2. So those are going to be his ears. Using the Blushing Bride, I'm also going to use the Cookie Builder punch. I'm going to use that to do his nose, this one right here. There's 2 circles, but you only need 1. For the nose. There's my little nose. And what else do I need? Let's see, we've got ears, we've got nose. We need his eyes. So the eyes are punched out of black cardstock, and we're going to use the Holly Berry Builder punch, and I'm going to use this circle, which is slightly smaller than the one I punched from the Cookie Cutter Builder. So I need 2 of those circles. You get lots of little scraps falling out, but that's okay. I'll just push those off to the side. All right, so I think, nope, we're not done yet. You have to get the little 4-leaf clover on his hat. I'll show you how I made that. I'm gonna bring back the Cookie Cutter Builder punch. I'm gonna use this little heart right here. I need 4 of those. So just gonna pop 4 of those out. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let me just sort through my little bit of mess here. You always get these little bits. That's okay. I need my 4th one. There we go. Okay, got my 4 little hearts. Now to get the little stem on the 4-leaf clover, what I did was I put the cardstock back into the Cookie Cutter Builder punch, and I made a little, I'm going to use the side of his head, okay? So first one, discard. So I'm making that little round arc, and then I'm going to come back in again and make another one, and it's just going to shave off that little skinny hair. It's like a little hair. Can you see that? That's going to be the stem of my 4-leaf clover. So now all we have to do is put it together. Now I should mention the bow is from the Cookie Cutter Builder stamp set. So I stamped that and I punched it out with the same bow from the punch, okay? So that's how I got his bow. So let's just put it together now. And first thing you want to do, what I did was, I find the silicone mat is a really good tool to use the Tombow glue. I'm going to put a dollop of glue in the corner, just like that. I find this really good. The Tombow glue will definitely stick. And then I have a little tip for you. This is a Q-tip, but I put a little bit of Tombow glue on here a little while ago, and I let it dry so it stays tacky so that I can actually use it as a tool to pick up those little bits. And then I have another one that I'm going to take the wrapper off, and then I'm going to use this to apply my glue. So this is going to be my little picker-upper tool, and this is going to be my glue application tool. Okay, so for the first thing, let's see. I'm just going to take the face shape and put a bit of fast fuse on here. Not fast fuse, sorry about that. It's, I'm using snail. You could use fast fuse, just this is what's next to me right now. So the hair will go off the side a little bit, but that's okay. I'm just going to use my scissors and just trim that around. Make it the same size as the head, and I can go ahead and put my hat on now. Come back in, put the hat on the top, and then I'm going to add, now I'm going to use my Q-tip and add some Tombow along the edge of his hat for that edge of his, the black edge. So here's where I pick up my piece with my Q-tip, and I'm going to lay that down like that. There we go. Now I'm going to flip it over and I'll just put a little bit of Tombow glue right on the back of, let me just check, see, can you see what I'm doing? Oh, I need to move up a little bit. Sorry about that. Zoom in. Okay, so what I'm doing is I put a little bit of Tombow glue just on the edges, and now I'm going to stick the ears down. So half the bow on and half the bow off for his ears. Just like that. There. All right, looking good so far. So now I can come in with my glue, my Q-tip. I'm just going to put a couple little dabs here and here for the eyes. And now I'll pick up those little black dots and put one there and one right beside it. I like to overlap them a little tiny bit. Oops. There we go. And I'll put another little bit of glue for his nose. Actually, no, I'm going to use dimensionals, and I don't have my mini ones next to me, but that's okay. I'll just trim a little piece of this one and add a little, I think the dimensional should go on the nose, I think. Just pop it up a little tiny bit. There we go. And I'll put the nose down in place, just like that. And I have my white Stampin' Chalk marker. I'm just going to add a couple little dabs for his eyes. I love the chalk marker. There we go. And what else? The mouth. So for our journaling pens, our Memories and More journaling pens, you can use those to just draw in a quick little leprechaun smile. And you can always come back and add a little bit more white if you want his eyes to be a bit whiter. And you can also come back over top and do a couple of little dots of black too. Okay? So now the last thing I have to do is do the little 4-leaf clover on his hat. So I'm just going to put a dollop of glue there. Tombow glue is great because you actually have a little bit of time with it. It doesn't dry super quick, and it stays tacky to allow you to have some time to put all those pieces into place. So I'm just going to pick up one heart at a time and just lay them down. Excuse my fingers, but I'm just using my fingernail to help get it off of the Q-tip. Actually, I'm going to add my stem. add my stem now, coming down like that. There. And finish off with these hearts. And the last one. There. There's my 4-leaf clover. And the last thing I'll do is add that little bow from the cookie cutter builder stamp set. So that's my cute and easy leprechaun. I hope you like that tip for you today, and you'll come back and join me again. Thanks so much. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.